Hey guys, I am live for the first time in a really long time. So I am just feeling a little out of sorts just because I haven't done this in such a long time. But I wanted to share a couple things with you. Actually, I have a list of 5 things that I wanted to share with you. And it's kind of kickstarting a little bit of how I'm working with some of my groups and my other accountability people to kind of give them insight into kind of my world a little bit and how people tend to think that I have given up everything that is enjoyable and I live the super strict, restrictive life, and that's not true. So wanted to just mention some things and share some things with you. So those of you that are jumping on, thank you so much. Like I said, it's been so long since I've done a live. I feel kind of weird, but I am going to go through a list of things that I will not give up. I haven't had to give up, and I do eat pretty healthy and I do live pretty well health-wise, but there are some things that I truly enjoy and some things that I truly enjoy that are still healthy. And that's what's so cool about living well and taking care of yourself, because you can still enjoy things and not feel guilty about that. So I will just jump into my list as you guys are jumping on. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys are listening and not just watching, if you want to give me some hearts or smiley faces just to let me know that you're actually hearing me and that you're following along, I would love that. So the first thing that I did not give up when I kind of started my healthy wellness lifestyle, for lack of a better term to call it, is my family. Okay, so that might not seem like something that would be on a list of things you don't have to give up. But if you think about when people, take on challenges, or they do something kind of extreme, or something that kind of takes them out of their world for a little bit, sometimes their family suffers, and sometimes that takes them away from family, or they kind of tune out their family because they're so focused. I admit I did that initially, and I realized quickly that is not healthy and that is not my focus anymore. And I have embraced what I'm doing. I've embraced time with my family. I've shared with my family what I'm doing, and a lot more of the attitude has changed around our whole household. And so a lot of people are more on board with what I'm doing, because of that, because we're looking at it in a different way. So it's been super helpful to just have a positive attitude and just embrace my family. Know that they may not want to be on the same journey as I am, but I am on a journey for my health and hopefully as an advocate for them. So I did not give up my family. I did not give up friends. I know some friends probably looked at me a little strange and thought, what is she doing? Why is she so restrictive, and why, I think they were concerned about me going out to eat with them, or going to a happy hour or something with them, because they didn't know if I was going to partake or if I was going to criticize them. And that is not what I do. I don't do that. I still enjoy time with friends. I still go out for happy hours. I still go out and spend time with my friends. And whether or not I choose to indulge or not indulge, that's my choice. I don't choose to judge or criticize others. So I didn't give up friendships to become the person that I am, the healthy lifestyle that I've chosen. So those are 2 non-food things that I did not give up, but I think they're super important. I think people really do kind of lose sight of what's important when they take on a journey, and they tend to lose sight of, kind of including those people in your journey so that they can encourage you and maybe even gain some knowledge from what you're doing, or you can do it together. So friends and family, big part of what I do, part of my life, and I would never give them up. Okay, so the next one is chocolate. I love dark chocolate. Now I know a lot of people are like only into milk chocolate, and it has to be, a little bit sweet, or whatever their preference is. I used to be milk chocolate-aholic, and I think as my palate's changed, I've just gotten more accustomed to dark chocolate, and I weaned myself off of milk chocolate, and now I really just enjoy a good quality dark chocolate. And dark chocolate is good for you in moderation, because it's full of antioxidants. It has a lot of other health benefits, and I don't have to give it up, and I choose not to. So chocolate is on my list. So friends and family and chocolate. Okay, so the next one that I did not give up is wine. I enjoy a glass of wine now and then, and I have never given that up. I have never restricted myself. I drink it in moderation, but I am not giving up something that I enjoy on occasion when I'm going out to dinner with my husband, or if we're hanging out maybe with some friends. I have switched gears with the type of wine that I do enjoy, just because wine does have a lot of good benefits for your health. There's been lots of studies done on that. I'm not going to go into great detail on that, but wine has some really good benefits, but it's not all wine. And there are some wines that have made kind of a bad list. And there's a lot of controversy over some of these wines that have shown traces of arsenic and other things in it. So I have found that I can find organic and bioengineered, I believe is the term, wine, which guarantees that it's done, there's safer practices, cleaner practices, and less likely to have any of those contaminants or any other thing that's bad for me in it. And the price point is about the same as an average bottle of wine. So lots of stores carry it. You can find it at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and some other places. So something to consider if you do enjoy wine. There are lots of options for healthier alternatives. The sugar alone in some of those wines can be very bad for you, especially if you're consuming a lot of it. So something to consider, but I did not give it up, and I don't have to, because it is healthy and there are some health benefits to drinking an occasional glass of wine. So the last one on my list was I wasn't sure how to word it, but I didn't give up tasty food. And I know a lot of people are like, what is she talking about? Because she's super healthy. Well, I find the food that I eat to be super tasty, and I don't give up fat. So I'm adding a lot of fat to my food, and I think that makes food pretty tasty. And you can eat a really good, clean diet with some healthy fats, and you are satisfied, and you're not craving some of that other stuff. That's a whole another topic that I will share on another post, kind of how you can transition and teach your body to shift from craving so much sugar and carbohydrates to eating more fats and feeling more full and satisfied, and still be able to lose weight. My husband is a huge advocate of that, and he has been kind of my guinea pig a little bit, and he's had some amazing results. So that will be another post. So one of the other things I thought was really cool when I was kind of writing out my list and coming up with some things, as you guys are still jumping on, thank you so much. If you can give me a thumbs up or a like or a smiley face or something, I would really appreciate that. There are some foods, if you guys follow Dr. Axe at all, he is just something that I like to follow. He's he has some really good topics and some good information on basic things, and I reference him a lot. But he has a list of foods that are listed in the Bible that are healthy foods, and some of the things that I mentioned on my list are on there. But I was just going to touch on a couple of them. Oils, like olive oil and olives, are super, super healthy. So that is some of the oil or fat that I use on a regular basis. And he did also reference in his list fermented grapes, which, hello, that's wine. So that was also on his list of healthy Bible foods. Flax seeds and sprouted grains, raw milk, bitter herbs, raw veggies, and honey. There may be been a couple other ones that I missed, but I think that those foods are all super good and tasty. And I think that having that as an additional, you know what, you can eat really well and enjoy food, and you can honor your body, and you can do that and not feel like you're giving up things. So I hope that made sense, and that you guys appreciated my little list of things. And I just wanted to mention one more thing, because I feel like people ask me this all the time. And, I don't give up foods that I enjoy, but I do eat clean, and I do eat good food. And so people are like, well, why do you do detoxes, and why do you feel the need to do those? And honestly, I'm not perfect. And I do my best to eat well, but if I eat out, there's no guarantee of what I'm consuming. I do have treats now and then, and I just can't control everything. And like I said, I'm not perfect. So, plus not to mention the seasonal changes that happen within just our environment, and things that we're taking in each season as things change, things come up out of the ground, you're exposed to things in the air, and every time we detox, we get rid of different things depending on what our body has consumed. So I still do detoxes even though I eat super healthy, just because my body still takes on some of those toxins that are in the environment. So you guys, I see some of you are still there. Thank you so much. I would love to know if any of my 5 things on my list would be on your never give up list, and if there are things that you currently enjoy and partake in. If you have any questions about the list, I can send you the link from Dr. Axe. I thought that was kind of a cool link to have as well. If there's anything else that you guys want to know about, I am going to try and do more of these videos with some informative, quick little informational videos. I said informative and informational in the same sentence, but just want to make sure that you guys know I'm back. I know I've taken a little hiatus, and I'm coming back to share more about my upcoming kind of revamped journey, if you will. So I'm excited about that, but I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for jumping on, and I hope you have a wonderful evening and going into Memorial Day weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful time with your family. Take care, guys. Thank you so much.